Hi and welcome back. This is going to be a simple assignment. We're going to practice opening and saving an image, and we'll review some of the keyboard shortcuts that you've done so you can just get really good at using them to make your work faster. So you're probably already in this image from our last video, but if you're not, let me close this and get where you might be. Then you can hit Control-O on a PC, Command-O on a Mac, and you're going to open up that tree image, and wherever you have that. If you don't have it downloaded, then you just go to the course content page and click on the download under the last lecture. I'm going to open that up, and then let's talk about saving. So this image, if you look up here in the image tab, is called treebluesky.jpg. Let's say that I want to save this image, but I want it to be called tree with green grass. What I can do is I can either go to the File menu and go to Save As, or because we're focusing on using keyboard shortcuts, I can say Shift Control S. And on your Mac, remember Shift is Shift, Control is the same as Command. So you're going to say Shift Command S. Okay? So let's go back into here, and I'm going to say Control Shift S. It's going to bring up the Save As dialog box, and I can rename this Tree with Green Grass. But while we're in the Save As dialog box, we need to talk about file type. You'll see that this is defaulting to a JPEG, but I want you to know that if you click here, you have a whole bunch of different options for ways to save your image. And we're going to go into these in more detail later in the course. But the main ones that you will generally work with will be a JPEG, which is right here, a Photoshop document, which has the extension PSD, and then on some occasions you'll do a PDF or a PNG. And for the most part, that's all you're going to use for now. And you'll notice that even with the JPEG, there are several different versions. These are basically like older versions of JPEGs, but you want to go with the simple JPEG. So I'll click on that, and I'm ready to save it. Now when I click Save, it's going to give me some options that I can choose from as far as the quality of the image. And again, this is something we'll talk about more in the course, but just know that you can change the size of your file, which will also affect the visual quality of your file. But if you are using it for the web, for a web page, you'll generally want to go on the smaller side so that you can get a smaller file size. And if you really need to maintain the quality, or you're using it as a large image, then you generally will go with a larger file so you get better quality, but you'll also have a bigger image. But we are just going to leave it on the default, which is medium, and we'll click OK. And now you'll notice it's renamed this image to tree with green grass.jpg. And if I go back to Control or Command O to open an image and scroll down to where that's located, you'll notice I now have two files in here. So if I want to do some changes to this one and say I want to make the sky red or something, then I can go in and make those changes, and I'll have two separate images. Okay, so that's how to do Save As on an image. Now let's do a little bit of quick keyboard shortcut review, and then we'll be done with this lecture. So remember, if we want to zoom in on our image, we can hit Control or Command and 0, and that's going to bring it to full screen. If we want to go to 100%, we hit Control or Command 1. That's going to bring it to 100%. If we want to move the image around, we can press the space bar, which is going to turn our cursor into the hand tool as long as we're holding the space bar, and we can slide that back and forth. This would be a great time for you to go into Photoshop, and you can just listen to my voice and follow the keyboard shortcuts if you like, and that way you can get some hands-on practice while I'm talking to you. If I release that, it's going to go back to whatever tool I have selected, which in this case happens to be the brush tool. If I want to zoom in or out without having to go and click on the tool or even use the Z shortcut to select the zoom tool, I can press Alt, and that allows me to use the scroll on my mouse. If you don't have a scroll on your mouse, that's okay. You can actually just go into the tool by pressing Z. That'll bring you into the tool, and then you left click with your mouse to zoom in, or you press Alt and left click on your mouse to zoom out. Okay? So if you need to rewind this section and practice these things, it's really great to go through it and just hit the H key to get the hand, hit the Z key to get the zoom, hit the space bar to go back to the hand and practice moving with it and move it around. Press the Alt key while you're in the zoom and you can zoom out. Okay? But just use these tools and practice with them. Hit Control or Command 0 to make it full screen. And just play around and get good at these until they're second nature. And then you'll be ahead of the game in the next lecture when we start to get into the different actual tools on the toolbar over here in Photoshop. And I start showing you how to use them. I'll see you in the next lecture.